Hi guys and welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing the legendary graphic novel V for Vendetta by Alan Moore and David Lloyd that I recently picked up having seen the film, and I really did enjoy the film. I thought it was excellent and had a lot of great drama in there, and you know, the main character was very charismatic, played by Hugo Weaving, and I thought that following on from Watchmen, which I really did enjoy, and I think that most people with any sort of interest in the superhero genre should go and pick that up. I basically thought I would explore other legendary titles within the graphic novel medium, and this is certainly one of them. And if you go on Goodreads and check the lists of all-time lists that people have voted on, this comes out near the top. I think it's second on the list behind Watchmen in terms of graphic novels. And this came out earlier than Watchmen. It's published in the early 80s, but this has obviously been serialised. Very nice sleeve, and some of the praise that's been lavished on it. Dark, gripping storytelling, Entertainment Weekly, densely packed, thematically vibrant and philosophically challenging work that defies easy categorization. That's from Scripps Howard News Service, and perhaps Moore's most powerful work by the Portland Mercury. So the gist of this novel is it's set in the UK, in England, and it's projecting forward a future from the early 80s and looking forward to 1997, 1998. The overthrow of the Conservative government and the rise to power of the Norse Fire Party that takes over the entire country, and it's a totalitarian fascist regime that persecutes homosexuals, minorities and the like, so you can imagine what that sort of place would be like. And this is reflected in the art style of the printed artwork. Very gritty, very dark, a lot darker actually than the film, although I did really enjoy the film. I think this is a more accurate, obviously it's going to be a more accurate, it's the source material, but I certainly preferred the book, just in terms of the way they addressed the different themes. I think that the character of V, who is essentially, he is a, for want of a better word, superhero, but he is fighting against this totalitarian regime, and he befriends a young woman called Evie Hammond who helps him in this endeavour, and he is basically a guy who dresses up as Guy Fawkes. So obviously with Guy Fawkes here in England we have this rich mythology going back centuries of the guy who literally tried to blow up Parliament but got caught in the act and hung, drawn and quartered. And this is tapped into, and he's a very charismatic, enigmatic figure who has a lot of really good quotes, and he is very much the centerpiece of the whole book. And basically the journey of the novel is how he strikes fear into the ruling regime and inspires the fight in the public to take the battle to them and reclaim their liberty and freedoms back. I'm going to be sharing some of the quotes from this book, but in my quote series. But I think that it's truly worth adding to your collection. That's as I've said on many occasions, I do enjoy the post-apocalyptic, totalitarian, dystopian genre. I really do enjoy. That's probably my favourite genre, and this has certainly gone into my top books. But I'm not sure if I prefer this to Watchmen. I can't make my mind up yet. It certainly is a very good book. I was glued to it. It's got a lot of good characters, and it's not just, you know, this anarchist guy against all these bad fascists, as Alan Moore's put it. He's basically said that's just insulting to the reader. There are characters in there who do have good in them. They are good people, but they are just for matters of conflict. They don't know what they're doing in terms of obeying the established order. So yeah, there's lots to be said for it. I do think it's a massive achievement in the graphic novel medium, the comics medium. It illustrates again, like with Watchmen, just what the comics medium can achieve and what it can do. So do go out and pick it up. The book does get a 5-star rating from me. Do add it to your collection, and do tune in for more reviews very, very soon. Thanks for watching.